been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. He takes that jab. The jab can't find a home. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
On to the second round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Counter shot lands. Perfect counter lands. That punch landed. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice job blocking the hook. Miss with that jab. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables. On to the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That punch scores. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. These punches coming from every angle. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Here we go to the fourth round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
No rest for the weary. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Down big time on the scores.
Every second,
Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They have no respect for each other's punching power. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. You make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have. Let's start the 6th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fights.
And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
Where did that come from? What a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your ball.
His legs are gone, but somehow he's... And there's the bell for round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nobody home with that hook. A perfect counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They missed with the jab. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Those counter punches. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's... And there's the bell for round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That jab misses. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He just misses with that jab. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice counter. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the...